In 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life, it goes on. We love the things we love for what they are. The brain is a wonderful organ. It starts working the moment you get up in the morning and does not stop until you get into the office. Never be bullied into silence. Never allow yourself to be made a victim. Accept no one's definition of your life. Define yourself. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. Half the world is composed of people who have something to say and can't, and the other half who have nothing to say and keep on saying it. Home is the place where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in. The woods are lovely, dark and deep. But I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep. No tears in the writer, no tears in the reader. No surprise in the writer, no surprise in the reader. Love is an irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. Two roads diverged in a wood and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. The world is full of willing people, some willing to work, the rest willing to let them. If we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane. Happiness makes up in height for what it lacks in length. Most of the change we think we see in life is due to truths being in and out of favor. The reason why worry kills more people than work is that more people worry than work. It's a funny thing that when a man hasn't anything on earth to worry about, he goes off and gets married. There are two kinds of teachers, the kind that fill you with so much quail shot that you can't move, and the kind that just gives you a little prod behind and you jump to the skies. There never was any heart truly great and generous, that was not also tender and compassionate. Take care to sell your horse before he dies. The art of life is passing losses on. The best way out is always through. Poetry is when an emotion has found its thought and the thought has found words. A poem begins as a lump in the throat, a sense of wrong, a homesickness, a lovesickness. Poetry is what gets lost in translation. To be a poet is a condition, not a profession. A poem begins in delight and ends in wisdom. I have never started a poem yet whose end I knew. Writing a poem is discovering. Writing free verse is like playing tennis with the net down. Poetry is a way of taking life by the throat. Thinking isn't agreeing or disagreeing. That's voting. Don't ever take a fence down until you know why it was put up. By working faithfully 8 hours a day you may eventually get to be boss and work 12 hours a day. A jury consists of 12 persons chosen to decide who has the better lawyer. A bank is a place where they lend you an umbrella in fair weather and ask for it back when it begins to rain. A person will sometimes devote all his life to the development of one part of his body, the wishbone. You have freedom when you're easy in your harness. We dance round in a ring and suppose, but the secret sits in the middle and knows. The greatest thing in family life is to take a hint when a hint is intended, and not to take a hint when a hint isn't intended. The middle of the road is where the white line is, and that's the worst place to drive. Education doesn't change life much. It just lifts trouble to a higher plane of regard. Something we were withholding made us weak, until we found it was ourselves. The chief reason for going to school is to get the impression fixed for life. There is a book sign for everything.